And so one interesting sports story that actually just broke a few hours ago, Randy.
Oh.
You know,
I'm out of the loop, Matt. What happened?
there is a basketball star from the U.S., a girl that plays in the WNBA. So for those that don't know, the WNBA is the Women's National Basketball Association. And one of their star players is actually currently being detained in an airport just outside of Moscow in Russia.
This is new news.
This is new as of 3 hours ago.
Okay.
Now, let me ask you, Randy, what do you think she's being detained for?
Good question.
Take your best guess.
Oh, a gun. She brought a gun out over.
Not a bad guess, but no bueno.
Okay.
I'll give you one more.
I don't know. Hiding food in a suitcase.
I mean, hey, she might have been traveling with some Dunkin' Donuts, but nope, that's not it.
Or Krispy Kremes.
That's not it.
Okay, I don't know. What is it?
Well, Brittney Griner is a star in the WNBA. She got detained in Russia for having hashish oil on her persons. So she was carrying hashish,
What?
I'm assuming, while she was trying to clear security to board a flight.
I'm dying to know
And
how much she had.
Probably not a lot, but if you didn't
Crazy.
know, hashish oil is illegal when trying to travel in Russia. You can't have it on you. I guess it's considered a drug, right? Is it a drug?
Is it?
Well, depends who you ask, I
Yeah,
guess.
I've been around a bit. Yeah, it sounds like a drug. It sounds like a drug to me, Madu.
Yeah, it's definitely illegal in Russia. And so this is the risk
The
you
wrong
take.
country to get caught. That's
Well,
what I'm saying.
Well, given everything that's going on right now in the world, this is definitely not where you want to find yourself. Scary. And so, it's a very newly developing situation. It's still very fresh, and we don't know how this is going to play out. But, like Randy said, I mean, given what's going on in the world right now, do they make an example out of her? Like, does Russia, stiff arm the Americans with this person in their control right now?
Well, the timing is there for sure.
Because apparently she could be tried in a Russian court and be sentenced up to a decade in Russian prison.
That's scary.
That's scary.
Very scary.
That's scary.
I guess you got to rely on your own government to get you out of this situation. But who knows by this dictator what's going to happen? I don't know.
I mean,
all I want to know is, Matt, we need an update from this story. I want to know how much she had for hashish oil.
I guess
that's what I want to know.
Eventually we'll find out. I mean, again, this only reported a few hours ago. Brittney does have the support of the WNBA. She has the support of her team, Phoenix Mercury.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see how this plays out. Get home, Brittney.
Get home, Brittney. What's next on the agenda, on the sports agenda this week? How are the Raptors doing?
So, Raptors are doing not so good.
Oh, no.
They are just fresh off the All-Star break. So, like you take a break for All-Star weekend and the All-Star game.
Yeah.
What are they right now? They're 4-6 in their last 10 games. So, they're currently on a 2-game losing streak.
Not the greatest.
They are in the playoff picture, though. They're currently a playoff team. They're number 7 in the East.
Okay. Well,
so I mean,
a room to improve their sports fans, right?
Here's the thing. I think every sports team, like the Raptors included, you have a ceiling. Like, you have a ceiling, man. There's only so much you can accomplish. Like, I mean, you're going to face a team in the playoffs that's just going to knock you out. Like, you know what I mean? They're just gonna hammer you 4-0 and just sweep you. Like, if you're the 7th seed and you're playing the 2 seed, I mean, you know, I don't want to sound pessimistic, but do you really think the Raptors they have a chance? No Kawhi, no Lowry, no nobody.
Good question. It's a tough one. I don't know. They're 7th, right, in the Eastern Conference.
So now think about that 7th seed. You're going into the playoffs without home court. So you're already at a disadvantage there.
Yeah, I'm not betting my money on the Raps, but you know
I
what?
want the Raptors to do well.
No, well, hold on. They may improve, and I still have hope in the Raptors.
Yeah,
That's me.
I mean, I always have hope in the Raptors, but I think there comes a point where you have to be sort of realistic. Like, you know,
True.
the sample size doesn't lie, right? After a certain point, it's like, this is where you are. You're 7th. You know, what do we
it's not
are
the best. I know.
What are we? We're 63 games into the season out of an 82 game season. So we got 19 games left, and they're 7th. So, I mean, time isn't really looking like it's on their side. They'll make the playoffs.
Lowry's not on their side either.
They'll make the playoffs. They might win a few games at best, but I think, you know, gentlemen sweeps 6 games. They might get eliminated.
Sounds like a wager.
So if the playoffs started today, they play Philadelphia, who is 8-2 in their last 10 games, and they're on a 5-game win streak.
Oh dear.
So, you know, kind of 2 teams trending in opposite directions. You know what I mean? Like, and all I gotta say is, you know, this close to the playoffs, you don't want to be trending in a losing direction because, you know, isn't the whole point of the last few games before the playoffs is to try to build momentum, right?
Yeah.
Break bad habits. You know, try to go into the playoffs with the right foot, right? Hey, you never know. We'll see what happens, right? It's the Raptors, right? It's the Raptors, guys. You know, anything is possible.
Yeah. I agree.
They show
right, Matt.
they show like little glimmer of hope, I guess. You know,
I don't know if that's
moments.
Matt. I don't know if that's gonna help them out in the you know, the championship.
Here's the thing.
I can't see it.
When
Sorry.
Playoffs is a different...
You're sounding like a Leaf fan right now. Is what you're sounding like.
No. Playoffs is a different animal. Okay.
Yeah,
Playoffs
you're right.
is a different animal. You're playing series, best 4 out of 7. Okay. Most of the time, and you can disagree with me. Tell me if I'm wrong. But most of the time, when you have a best of 7, doesn't the better team usually prevail in a best 4 out of 7?
They usually do.
Right. And why is that?
Better defense, better offense.
No, it's because the better team just figures it out. Right? Like, or you have the talent to adjust. Okay. So when you're in a series, there comes a point where you're going to get exploited. Like, your flaws are going to become more and more apparent to the other team. It might take them a game or 2 to figure it out.
True.
But usually they'll get the job done. Whereas you're not going to have enough in the tank to get the job done. Right? Is that fair?
That is fair. Yeah.
Okay. Well, again, Raptors.
Better defense, better offense. That's what I'm going with. But yeah, you're right. I mean, if
don't they say defense wins championships?
Do they?
I don't know. Do they? Maybe not in today's world. Maybe you can just outscore the other team.
But you need a great offense. You need a great defense. And oh man,
what's more important? Stellar defense or unstoppable offense?
But defense is great. Obviously, you have stellar defense, but you have to have a great offense as well. Somebody's got to put the baskets in.
Yeah, I agree. But I mean, what do you think is more important? What would you rest your laurels on?
Defense.
All right.
Yeah, D, of course.
Okay, right?
Yeah.
Because defense is telling me that, you know, I'm putting my eggs in that basket that I can shut you out. That's what you're saying, right? You may
Yeah,
not be the
true.
most high potent
True.
offense, but you know that okay, I can limit this team because we're that good
Yeah.
on defense.
I'm with you, 100%.
And I will take that team all the time because I know that if I can shut you down, I can win the game. I don't have to be amazing on offense. I just have to be a little bit better than you,
A good point.
right?
Yeah, I'm with you.
So we'll go with that.
Yeah.
Raptors again, 4-6 in their last 10, just under 500.
Mm.
Currently on a 2-game losing streak.
Mm-hmm.
High point, Scotty Barnes, rookie of the month for February.
Damn.
Love
Isn't
Scotty.
he?
Oh, he's great. We love Scotty. Scotty's good, man. Scotty's like young, fresh out of college. He's got the energy. He's just a joy to watch.
He's not jaded.
No, we'll see.
No.
We'll see how
Yeah.
the rest of the season plays out. But yeah, that's sort of your Raptors review.